Hey, what's up everyone? JJ here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to look at some LEGO leaks that have dropped this week. Specifically, we're going to look at two leaks for LEGO Harry Potter releasing in 2025. We're going to look at Malfoy Manor as well as the Microscope Diagon Alley. And then releasing November 1st, we are also going to look at the X-Men X Mansion and the Botanical Gardens, which I don't know if there's a November 1st, but they are coming out soon. So let's take a look now at these images. Before we get started, just a special thanks to Clay Bricks and Brick Up, where I got these leaked photos. All right, looking here at Malfoy Manor, I have heard that some people are a little dissatisfied with the sizing and the way this looks. For me, it's definitely going to come down to price point, how much this set costs versus what it looks like. It has a very similar build and color scheme as the Lego Haunted House that I reviewed earlier this month. But in general, I think the set looks really nice. It seems to be about 32 studs across and maybe 8 studs deep. That's similar to what we saw with Grimmauld Place. So I'm actually okay with that scale for the Malfoy Manor. For minifigures, Harry, I think it's just a bad picture, but it looks like he's winking or missing an eye. Malfoy looks good with his torso printing. I don't know how I feel about Bellatrix with legs instead of a skirt piece. I'm interested to see how that looks. Hermione, I like getting Hermione in later sets. I am surprised there's no Ron. We don't get a ton of Ron from the Deathly Hallows. I like Luna. I'm curious what hairpiece that is, if it's just that traditional kind of blonde ponytail or if it's something new and different. I'm excited to see that outfit she wears. There's Dobby. We see Narcissa as well as Lucius. I'm curious for the coloring on Narcissa's hairpiece. It's the same hairpiece from I think 2010 or 2011, that Forbidden Forest set that she came in earlier. And of course we see a leg piece here for her instead of a skirt piece. In general, the set looks pretty nice. I do love those two gargoyles on kind of the entrance to Malfoy Manor. I recently bought Wednesday and Eden's dorm room, not only for those gargoyle pieces, but I wanted those gargoyle pieces in my collection. So that pushed me over the edge. I like the columns in the front. I like all the windows and the doors. I think it has good architecture. We see the snake as well as Voldemort. I'm really interested to see what the inside looks like. For instance, Grimmauld Place, I thought did a great job on the exterior, but I didn't love the interior. I'm just okay with this exterior. I like the fountain. So I'm really hoping there's some cool details that kind of pull this together for me. But all in all, I could be really happy with this based on where it fits with price point. All right, and looking back at some of the earlier leaks we got regarding this Malfoy Manor set, it was supposed to be 1,601 pieces, retailing for $149.99. And for that price point, I'm actually happy with this. I don't think it needed to be bigger. I know it would have been great to get an awesome Malfoy Manor, but it's not really a scene that we see a ton of in the movies. Obviously, it's more fleshed out in the films, but I'm happy with this. I think it could be like Grimmauld Place, where it really kind of works for that price point. I'm always fine with Lego being cheaper, of course, but realistically for how prices go from this picture alone, I think so far I'm happy with it. I'm excited to buy this. It's definitely a day one buy for me. And next up is the January 2025 Lego Diagon Alley Micro Skill set. This set is set to retail for $199.99, so about $50 more than Malfoy Manor. I'm not a micro skill guy, but with that being said, this is a really nice set. There's a ton more buildings. I'm counting like 14 or 15. Let me know how many you all see as you're looking at this picture. I think Gringotts looks really great. I can't wait for some of these builds to be introduced in mini figure scale to add to my actual Diagon Alley. I don't think I'm gonna buy this one, but if it looks nice, I think I could find a place to display it. Like I said, I really like all the different colors you're seeing with some of those different buildings. You have the night bus there on the end. There's a lot of cool micro figures, it looks like. Again, I don't collect micro scale figured sets. I don't have the giant Hogwarts castle or even the newer one that came out. So this is probably a no buy for me, but I'm excited to see it displayed at the Lego store. And maybe, I don't know, $200 is a lot for a set I don't love to collect. So this is probably a no for me, but very cool set. Love seeing all those buildings and maybe can create some of my own in the minifigure scale. All right, next we see the X-Men X Mansion. I'm not huge into superheroes, but I love the X-Men. If I had to pick one sub-theme of superhero that I collect merchandise from, it's the X-Men. So this is a day one buy for me. It's doesn't look super modular. I don't see like the pinpoint connection pieces there on the right, but it looks in a similar scale. All these rooms and buildings kind of come apart. I think it looks great. I'm really happy with it. I do wish there were a ton more minifigures, but looking at it now with these minifigure selection, I am pretty happy. I like that we're getting Jean Grey. I think that is a really smart hairpiece to use for her. Bishop looks nice. Professor X looks really cool there, especially on the balcony. Bobby Drake, Iceman, even in action figure form, I don't tend to love Iceman the way he turns out, but he does look really cool here with these ice pieces coming out of his hands. Wolverine, I don't love the legs included, but I have two from that CMF series that just came out. Gambit looks really cool. There's no cape piece. I was hoping for maybe one of the plastic cape pieces that's somewhat newer, only because of that trench coat he wears. Maybe it's included and just not in this photo. Storm looks good, again, but we already have her from that CMF series. I don't know if she needed to be replaced. Love having Rogue. I don't have the X-Jet because it's overpriced, so I'm happy that the characters are kind of in this set, so I don't have to buy that. And we already have Beast, so I'm happy he's not here. I do wish they had Jubilee. I would love a ton of other figures, of course, but Jubilee's the one that I really, really hope somehow, maybe she's a gift with purchase. I would love a Jubilee gift with purchase. Let's make that happen. Come on, Lego. Now, I just saw that some of these interior pictures have also leaked. So I'm kind of just throw these up here as well as I'm looking through them. Uh, did I miss Magneto there on the front, or is he not included? Because that would be a great inclusion. Professor X looks really cool. The Danger Room, okay, I like how that looks. Lots of different weapons and lasers to put in there, which is nice. The Sentinel, I don't always love these buildable figures. Sometimes they feel off to me. I'm okay with this. Maybe it's because Gambit's in the photo, so like already my bias is up for really enjoying it. I'm curious to see how Cyclops is he holding it? Oh, I don't love that. I was hoping that there would be something that connected to either his neck or his hair for the laser beams out of his eyes, but it really looks like he's just kind of holding it in front of him, which is fine. Or I guess it's as good as it's gonna get. I do like the playing cards there with Gambit though. All in all, I'm happy with this set. This is definitely a set I'm picking up. Like I said, day one, so stay tuned for the review. And this set is retailing for $330 in the US. And I just got a better picture. And I could see Magneto there on top of the cupola. It was kind of cut out of the first picture I was looking at. So really happy with that he's included. I would have loved to see other villains. But again, maybe they'll give us a gift with purchase with Jubilee fighting against, I don't know, Mystique, anyone. Literally anyone. Just give me more minifigures from the X-Men, please. Alrighty, and now we're looking at this leaked set of the Botanicals. Interesting, the sizing of this. A lot of people are saying that it might not be compatible with like your, modulars. It's not in that scale. I'm okay with that. I think the Botanical Gardens can fit into a city, but it kind of by itself. When I display my sets, even Diagon Alley, I don't actually put the pin pieces in to make them connect. I kind of have them a little bit off-centered based on kind of the builds around them. And so it doesn't really matter to me if it actually connects. I will display this in my Lego city, like between modulars. I love that roof piece. That is wild. Just the amount of clear plastic so you can fully see inside. I don't think there's interior pictures yet, but I think there's gonna be a lot of really cool plant builds. Just based on how well Lego has done with the botanical line in general, I'm sure they're gonna translate that to minifigure scale in a really cool way. So I'm really excited to get this. This isn't a day one purchase for me, but this is a set that I will eventually add to my collection. Either if there's a cool gift with purchase I want, or if there's just a period of time where there's no Lego that I'm buying at the moment. But I will be adding the botanicals. That looks really great. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. These are 4 sets that I'm really excited for. Let me know what you think of them in the comments below and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all next time. Thank you.